From Los Angeles, it's the Tom Leykis Show.
Oh, God.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No. I am your host. Write down our toll-free telephone number. You're going to need it at 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. It's Leykis 101, the ongoing on-air adult education course that teaches men how to get more tail for less money. More importantly, we teach women how men think. I am your professor. This is my classroom. Toll free at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's 1-800-5800-866. Sherry on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
Just the rating, Sherry.
I love your show. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
I've got a problem.
Yes.
I thought you might be able to help me.
All right.
I've been dating my boyfriend for about 2 years now, and we were hot and heavy for the longest time. You know, it's a great relationship. And it's been like about 5 or 6 months now, and he started playing his computer game.
Right.
And that's all he's been doing now, like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
But 24 hours, that means you're not having sex.
Pretty much. This is my problem. You know, everything was great, and his friend introduced him to this game. And
you are 21.
Yes.
You are too young to have a boyfriend, and he's too young to have a girlfriend.
Well, he's a little older than me.
He's not 25, is he?
He is 25.
All right, well, you know what? Maybe he's he's just not into having a girlfriend. And you know what? You are certainly too young for this.
Well, we were pretty serious, and everything was going great until
he got bored with having sex with you.
I didn't think he did, but...
Well, dear, if he's playing video games instead of having sex, he's bored.
Really?
The solution is not to get him to stop playing video games.
Well, that's what he does when he's not working. He goes home and he plays his game, and...
He's bored with you.
Not his life?
Hmm?
You don't think he's just bored with his life?
Well, maybe he is, but you're part of his life, and you're not doing anything to make him less bored.
Yeah.
Right?
So what am I supposed to do, break up with him?
You know what? Have you told him that, sex comes first, video games come
told him.
And what did he say?
Well, it's not just the sex, but even going out.
Forget that. Let's stick to the sex, okay? Because that's something guys can relate to.
Okay.
Sex comes first. What did he say to that when you told him that?
I told him, I said, you've been playing, I don't want you to play the game before I come over. That's all he ever talks about now. I come over to his house, I say,
because he's bored with, but dear, stop. He's bored with having sex with you. You don't tell him what to do.
Okay.
Because he's not going to do what you tell him. You have to talk about what you will accept for you. It's not about changing him. It's about what you can tolerate. You will not be in a relationship without regular sex.
See, this was the weird thing, though. You say that men don't change. Well, he was a totally different person for a year and a half.
They don't change for you.
Okay.
They change for themselves.
So you think that's the reason why?
Why? Because he's bored with you? Oh, no. He could be depressed. He could be depressed at his job. He could be bored in life.
Yeah. Because I'm not the type of person, who can do like the sex once a week. But
the point is, you have to set a rule for you.
Yeah.
So you have to go to him and say, I don't care what you do, but if I'm not having sex every day, we don't have a relationship. It's that simple.
That's how it is, though. And we used to have sex every day, and now it's once a week.
But why do you tolerate it?
I don't know. I feel like the man in the relationship.
Dear.
I feel like the man. I'm the one who wants to have sex every day, and I feel like he's the girl.
Then there's something fatally wrong with the relationship, isn't there?
Absolutely. That's what everybody says.
Well, baby, you ought to start listening.
Yeah.
Dear, You used to have sex 7 times a week minimum, and now you're having it once a week, if that.
I can't tolerate that.
Well, but then why do you?
I don't know. Women seem to tolerate a lot.
Well, you'll be caught. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. It's because you all think we're going to change.
Yeah.
And again, how many times do you hear me telling women, stop waiting for men to change?
Always.
Right. But you think you know better than I do. So you continue to tolerate it, thinking eventually you'll make him over.
That's the thing, though, is that the things changed in the relationship. And
you know what?
It's not like I didn't accept this before. I didn't have to accept this before. This is what he is now.
But you know what? But you see, again, it's all about making rules for you, not him.
Yeah.
You tell him, I'm not going to be in a relationship where I have sex once a week. Who cares what he does with his free time?
How about at least 5 times a week, you know?
No, dear. You set whatever you want for you. Yeah. There is no compromise on something like that. Stop compromising.
I don't feel like he's meeting my needs.
Fine. You're a big girl telling me, but how come you tolerate it from him?
I don't know.
Well, you should stop doing it. He's not going to change for you.
So there's no second chances? There's no...
You've already given him chances. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Doesn't care.
I don't know how long the computer game's going to last, but...
Dear, have you been to the software section lately? When this one's done, there are tens of thousands of replacements. It isn't any one video game. That's not the issue. That is only a symptom. It is not the problem. Either he's bored with life, or he's bored with you, or both. Or he's depressed. Whatever. You have to set rules for you.
Yeah, well, this is the first time I felt like the man in the relationship.
Yeah, but how long has this been going on?
Probably about 3 months now.
3 months out of how long is this relationship? 2 years?
2 years.
Right, okay. So you simply have to say that you have a rule for yourself. You don't care what he does. You see, the minute you get into that nagging thing that women love to do, you've lost it. You've lost it. When you start telling him, I don't want you playing that game before I come over, stop being mommy.
I know. I hear that, actually.
Well,
I hear that men hate that. Men hate to be nagged.
You are driving him further away.
Yeah.
The best way to pop him like a zit and find out if there's any chance of recovering your relationship is by saying, in a relationship, I'm having sex every day. If I'm not having it from you every day, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We can have sex that one day, and the other 6 days, I'm getting someone else to do the heavy lifting.
See, I don't want to do that, though. I've never cheated on any of my boyfriends.
You're not cheating because you're telling him you're going to do it.
Okay.
That's not cheating. You are going to tell him. Yeah. It's that simple. And you know what? There's no debating this. You tell him that that's what you're doing. Do not ask for his opinion about it. Do not beg him to listen to you. You tell him that you're going to be having sex every day. Hopefully it will be with him. But stop trying to run his life and tell him what he should be doing with his free time.
Okay.
If you don't find it fulfilling being with a man who likes playing a video game all day long, then it's time for you to move on. Stop trying to change him to fit you.
I just think it's kind of sad, being 25
That's
years
his
old.
problem, not yours.
Yeah.
Stop being a doctor and a mommy and a psychiatrist. Stop.
It just sounds so much better coming from you for some reason.
I'm a guy.
Yeah.
The biggest disease in this country right now in relationships is this whole makeover phenomenon. It's further reinforcing this false idea in women's heads that they can make men over. You can't. We are who we are.
I don't want to change him.
Yes, you do. You
I really
told
don't.
him, you just told me, I'm quoting you now, you told him, I don't want you playing that game before I come over.
That's true.
He wants to play the game. You are trying to change him.
I just don't want to be a part of it.
Then you know what you do? Start banging another guy and tell him you're going to do it.
You know what this makes me think of? This makes me think of, you know, he was different before, now he starts playing a game. It's kind of like if the woman's skinny in the beginning, and then she gets fat, you know?
No.
It's like, well, I liked you before. When you were skinnier, I was more attracted to you.
Great. But then do what I would do. DTB.
I was more attracted to him before he started playing the game.
DTB. I mean, hello?
Yeah. It's hard, though. You know, you have history with someone for 2 years.
You know what? It sounds like it's dead. And your only hope of fixing it is not to nag him, not to get him to do things your way. You tell him that you have rules for you. Now, one of my issues in maybe I make this clearer to you by telling you about one of my issues in relationships. Okay? I don't like it when women have male friends, especially male exes. I don't like it. I can't tell anybody who to be friends with.
Yeah.
So what I say is, I'm not going to have a girlfriend or a wife who has male friends.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah.
Because those are the guys who are like vultures, waiting for the one night when you have an argument so they can pounce. And you know it.
Don't you think that also depends on the woman, though, if she allows that?
Well, I don't care whose fault it is. I just know that it's an element that's there, and I'm not going to have it in my life. So I tell women point blank, if that's what you choose to do, that's great. I can't be with you, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. And I really mean it. I'm not going to live with that.
But aren't those insecurities, though, when men are...
I don't care what it is. That's me. I don't care.
Those are your rules?
That's my rules for me. I'm not going to be with somebody who does that. Everybody can do what they want.
Yeah.
Everybody's a free agent, just like your boyfriend. Everybody's a free agent.
Well, I don't think women, you know, who are happy in relationships should even have male friends because they get that attention from their boyfriend.
That's right. But these women are playing games with their boyfriend. It's like, if you don't treat me the way I want, I've got these other guys right here wrapped around my finger. It's a game.
Yeah.
And I don't put up with it. That doesn't mean I'm controlling. Everybody has the freedom to leave. I'm not holding a gun to anybody's head. I'm not putting my hands around their neck and keeping them in the hotel room. Nothing. Everybody can leave if they want to. I won't be in a relationship with somebody. That's my thing, male friend.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have to make rules for you, not for him. Your rule is I get laid every day. If it isn't you, someone else will do it. When I've had chicks who say to me, oh, I've got a headache, oh, I've got to wash my hair, oh, I got to be out with the girls, I will say, you do whatever you like. But I've got someone else who'll do the heavy lifting while you're busy. Be amazed how often those headaches go away.
I should try that.
But, dear, don't just try it. Be it. Hold on a second, Sherry. Monica, what do you want to say to Sherry here?
Sherry, honey, I understand where you're coming from. My philosophy is as much as times my man can get it up, it's often enough, I need to go search elsewhere.
Oh.
First-time caller, love you. 85% of the time I agree with things you say. You know, other times I have to disagree, but that's my opinion. But, Sherry, you definitely need to sit your man down, tell him this is what I need. If you can't fulfill those requirements, then we have a problem, and this is what I'm going to do about it.
But women don't do that most of the time because they think the guy will change, and he doesn't.
Yeah.
And he won't.
Yeah, he won't. He won't. He's not going to change. So,
but see, he considered himself to be, you know, more sexual than me when we first started going out.
It doesn't matter what he said when he first started going out with you. You know, it's entirely possible he's bored with having sex with you. You ever consider that possibility?
He doesn't, when we do have sex, he doesn't act like that at all.
Well, yeah,
he can't keep his hands on.
That's because he's only having to do it once a week.
Well,
It's a lot easier to stay interested when you don't have to eat mashed potatoes every night.
15 minutes of boredom is not hard to fake.
Yeah. Well, he can't really keep it up long enough anyway.
No, because he's bored. Wake up!
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Tom Leykis.
The rule of Leykis 101, the booty call never, ever, ever moves in.
But Tom.
Ever. Hey, don't argue with me.
The Tom Leykis Show on 97.1, the Valley's FM talk station.